Page orientation is the direction in which a document is displayed or printed. The two basic types of page orientation are portrait and landscape. A document in portrait orientation is longer than it is wide. A document in landscape orientation is wider than it is long. The default orientation is typically portrait, but you can change it to landscape if you want the width to be longer than the height. This may be useful for printing signs, cards, or other documents that require a wide display. As you can see, this document here is in portrait orientation, which again means that it's longer than it is wide. This is a sign that I might hang on one of my computers if it messed up. And I would want it to be in landscape orientation because, for one thing, the text would fit better, it would just look better, and it would hang on the monitor better. So let me show you how you would change the page orientation. I'm going to close out my print preview. To change your page orientation, it's very simple. You just go to the Page Layout tab, and in the Page Setup group, you have a button called Orientation. You just click that button and you have two choices. You have Portrait, which you can see it's already in portrait orientation, and then you have Landscape. So let's click Landscape, and then I'll show you my preview. You can see that now the page is wider than it is long. The picture looks better now, and it would easily hang on the monitor. An easy way to remember the difference between portrait and landscape is when I think of a portrait, I think of like a family portrait, and a family portrait or a self-portrait or some type of painting is usually in portrait orientation, which means that the page is longer than it is wide. But if you think about the landscape, the outside, the grass, the land, then you think of it being very wide. So landscape is wider than it is long.